Hey, this is Nick here from UK Goth Rockers, The Faces of Sarah. You are watching The Rooster Show. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy.
Hide the stars in your eyes, dreaming up monsters every day. Opportunity will run from me. Dreaming up monsters bring me down. Dream that little dream, you nightmare.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Roosta Show. Today we have another guest, Simulated Beings, Michael. Friends with him for a little bit, and I'm very grateful for that. Put out a album, Forbidden Gateway, 9-track album. It's that just came out in 2025. Well done, of course. We're just talking about Forbidden Gateway. How you doing, Michael? Uh-oh. Cannot hear you. You must be on mute or something. You look spectacular, but can't hear you. Sometimes it asks if you want to record it. I don't know.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh gosh, I got you.
All right,
Hello.
good. Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
How you doing? Welcome. It's good to have
Well,
you.
thank you for asking me on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we talked for a long time, like you said, back in the day. I mean, that was just like didn't talk. Isn't it weird how things like happen, and then we still don't really know each other, but we're gonna get to know each other now. How about that?
All righty, sounds good to
All
me.
right. That sounds good to me too. Well, tell us about yourself. Simulated beings. How did this come to be? What inspired it? Tell us about it.
Well, this project actually went through a lot of evolution. I actually started it in 2017, and it was strictly going to be used as like a thing to promote my drumming. It was
Okay.
more of like almost a prog kind of thing,
Gotcha.
and I wasn't really happy with that, and I just kind of let it go. And then in 2020, and when all that stuff with COVID and everything during the lockdowns, and I
Oh
had
yeah.
to ask myself, like, where am I like happiest? Like when I'm doing things, like what type of music am I happiest doing? And
Exactly.
all that kind of like soul searching kind of stuff. So I started thinking I've always been a goth kid. I loved the goth scene, always been in it, played in goth bands too, along with like progressive
London
rock and
after
whatnot.
midnight, baby. London after midnight. In fact, I have it
Yeah,
playing in the background right now.
awesome. So I
Because
went in
I
for
just knew
I
that you
wanted
would be a fan too of them. I mean, that's early sound. Sorry, it just you got me talking. Sorry, but
oh, no problem.
that early '80s and '90s goth is just timeless. I mean, before that it was Sisters. I mean, it's a playlist I have on iTunes of goth, and it's amazing. It has so much good stuff. Anyway,
So
so I just I just think that it's just timeless type of music, and that seems like what you're trying to create because you definitely have your own sound. You bring to the table a unique twist. Yeah, yeah, it's somewhat similar of London. Yeah, and that idea, that concept, that danceable goth rock type vibe, and which I love. Anyways, that's one of my true loves. I'm still a big
Yeah.
fan of The Cure, and I got Sister Mercy on my tattooed on my arm here, and so I mean, it's a part of my soul. And so, tell us what got you into wanting to be a goth.
Um, it's just something I kind of gravitated towards, really. Like, I can't say there's any one moment that, like, well, I've always kind of associated myself with New Romantics, like in the early '80s and stuff like that. I love the New Romantic scene. And as I started getting older and I could kind of do what I want, I wasn't under like the umbrella of my parents and stuff like that and my family.
Okay.
And I consider myself more of a New Romantic, but then, I just evolved in more gothy kind of feel and stuff like that. And I've always been
Okay.
like new wave.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I come from the old school, and I hope it shows in my music. Like, even though I have a lot of electronics
It
and stuff and
does. It has
modern
that old
sounds,
school vibe
like,
that I like too. Yeah, I mean I'm 53, man. So that's what I
well,
mean. I grew up dancing in LA clubs and stuff with. Oh, that totally. And my buddy of mine who has a club in San Diego, longest running goth industrial club, and like 40 something years has been going on. And I mean, he plays stuff like you, man. I don't know if he plays you. I mean, but who knows? I don't talk to him very often.
I'm still
He's
pretty
in
good.
San
So I
Diego, but I hope so. I mean, I sent him actually a link to your stuff
oh, cool. Thank
because
you.
he's a wonderful DJ and he's good friends with 14 for Two and all that good stuff. And I mean, the big ones, all the big bands played at his place. I think Leonard played at his place too. I don't know. Anyways, enough about other people. Um, so okay, yeah, there's not a big scene about goth really. It was, which is so sad because there is a romantic uh twist to it. I mean, I never really kind of looked at it that way. I mean, it was more rage and more depression, darkness, and because there is a lot of darkness, and what a better way to express that darkness and depression and those tragic moments. It's almost theater. Um, it's theatrical in a sense. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah. Yep.
In a sense, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I wore a wedding dress on stage, into a goth club before, so all shredded up with fishnet underneath. So I'm not gonna
Man,
lie, and the club's still running today. It's called Perversion. It's in Hollywood. It was 7070 Hollywood Boulevard at the time, but so I understand truly. Yes, yeah, more punk rock vibe because I grew up loving punk and goth at the same time. It was just like two different worlds that collided at the same time. And then I got into loving the industrial music, KMFDM and like that song's still timeless to me. KMFDM doing it again. Anyways, it's just and to keep for people like you to keep this vibe that energetic club vibe, yet very very dark, and it has a darkness to it that I think sometimes people are afraid to even adventure.
and my music digs deep into like self-exploration. Like you have to like find that darkness in you and confront it. I talk about a lot of like anxiety issues, PTSD, um, abandonment, that kind of stuff. Just a lot of like mental traumas and stuff like that. I kind of dive into my music, and that's like the whole like forbidden gateway thing. That darkness is
Like a
always there.
release. It's a
Yeah,
release. Okay.
just confronting it. Yeah.
And if
So
other people like it, then it's even more the barrier, right?
yeah, And it's a bit sad. I'm just incapable of making happy music. Like everything I write has like a sad vibe to it, or
You
even if
can't
I
sing
sit down,
shiny happy people at a freaking
yeah,
karaoke.
no. Every
No,
time I sit down, I'm like, hey, I'm in a good mood today. I'm gonna write something happy. It doesn't happen.
it doesn't.
Yeah, I always go
It
for like a
turns
minor
into
key
bloody
or something.
massacre.
Yeah,
That's so
but
funny. That's so
I
funny.
roll with it. I don't fight it. I just let it be what it's gonna be. And
Have you tried venturing with other genres and just
oh yeah,
you
of
know,
course,
you
I
like,
played in
are
other
you into
genres.
punk,
So.
at all and
Oh
all
yeah,
that?
yeah. I admire
Yeah.
punk. Yeah, I've
What's your
had a lot
favorite
of punk
punk
friends
band?
in the past. I don't
Put
really
you
have
on a
a
spot
favorite per
here,
se. Yeah,
huh?
I'm not like a bit huge punk fan, but I admire it, and like if it I can hang with
Okay.
the punk crowd and enjoy like what's happening and stuff. But I've had a lot of punk friends in the past, and
It's
they've
all
always
about
had my back. So
underground
I'm like,
unity in this whole establishment that I'm creating here. The Rooster Show is just about that. It's like a universe of underground little minions, that just love express ourselves through music and get a passion through that and learn through it and grow through it and together as a family. Because we're not freaks here, man. We're family. We're
yeah,
it's It's important to have a love and a respect for each other
especially
for what
these
we
days,
do because we
we need
all
our own
have something
community,
unique to offer. You know what I'm saying? We really do. We all have something unique. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I got my drawer fishnet shirt. Okay, we all have something to offer, and we all have, we may dress a little different, we may play a little different, but it's necessary. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We're all like a body part, like behind me, you. It's it's we're all connected together to make this one unique underground world. You know what I mean? We need each other. And it's something I think is lost. It's not really happening in this world. There's a lot of hate. But
yeah. This
back,
is a
you know,
very trying time.
yeah, it's very trying on your patience and all that good stuff. Yeah, it is. So does it inspire your music this day and age that we're going through? Or do you look past it and just continue to get what's on your chest out through yourself?
At the moment, I just kind of dive into like interpersonal kind of stuff. I try to avoid current events and politics because there's so many other artists that are tackling that, and they'd probably do a hell of a better job than I can with like political statements. So I just kind of stick with like what's going on like in one's own mind basically. And so
Okay,
like
so
hopefully
in
maybe someone that can relate to it can help them through this crap.
all
But
right. So in your latest album, Forbidden Gateway, what were you focusing on in that album? What are you trying to get off your chest? What's it about?
that was basically when I was start production on that album, some really bad stuff started happening in my personal life. And
Mm.
basically I got so depressed and so down that I didn't even want to play or write or anything anymore. Like I was just kind of done for a little while. And then just kind of rallied, put myself back together, and I changed my
Yeah.
sound a little bit and started kind of write about like what I was going through, where I was just like an absolute darkness, and I kind of fight my way out of it to go back into the light. So the forbidden gateway is basically that gateway that's always closed, but that darkness is behind it, always just ready to be released at any
Mm.
moment. So it's just kind of like knowing that that's there and knowing how to fight it when it's released, basically. So if that makes
Do you
sense.
have any violence in any of your music?
Any what?
Is any of your music violent? Have
No,
a violent
it's
rage
fine.
to it?
Like there's a little bit of rage in some songs, but I wouldn't say it's violent. I'd say it's more of a frustration. Yeah,
Frustration.
or frustration. Yeah.
That's safe. That's safe. That's good. Well, we do get frustrated. I mean, that's part of it. That's what drives a student to depression sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of connect. I'm a total depressant myself. I totally understand that world, and I don't mean to get personal with you with this, but but it was, but it is something to have to face. Depression is horrible.
It's I suffer
I
from it
would
big time.
waste days sometimes just just laying there, not curled up like I'm about to pee on myself,
Yeah.
not even wanting to move, and just
Depression turns into anxiety, and then it's just a vicious cycle. And yeah,
could be like
yeah,
a brand
you
new
gotta get over
movie on,
that.
and this and that, and this and that we wanted to see forever, and it's finally on, and I wouldn't care. I mean, my own darkness, it's like it is
Yeah,
so real. It is so
I would
real,
have friends that ask me out to do something, and I'm like, meh. I don't want to
you
do it.
know.
Yeah, it sucks.
I, I mean, I even had a chance last night, go out and have a little fun, and I decided to just stay home. Just I want to sleep. I work 12-hour shifts, and I had a Chobani yogurt. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
I do forklifting. So, anyways, yeah. So, and enough about me. What's your favorite instrument to play? What kind of speaks to you the most? If you would pick an
So
instrument.
it's drums. That's my main instrument of study.
And
So
what got you into drums? When did this
um,
all start with the drumming?
the drumming started when I was really little. I didn't actually become a drummer until I was 16. That's when I finally was like brave enough to start learning. But I
What's
loved
up with
drums since
the
I was
age
a little kid.
16? That's when I got my first bass, was 16,
Oh,
and
but
stuff
yeah,
like that. Okay, enough about me. Darn it. Okay, back to you. Go out. It's just a lot of people that I've talked to. Say you're 16, 16. Say, wow, what's up with 16?
yeah, like
Maybe, I
when I
don't
was a
know.
little
Go
kid,
ahead.
I saw Neil Peart on TV. Like this was probably like 79 or 80. Yes,
No.
I am a lot older than you think I am. But yeah, like I just saw Neil Peart and like his big like silver kit, and I was just like, wow. And I love it. Ever since then, I was like into drums. But
That's
before I got into
cool.
drums, I was playing piano and all that kind of stuff. But then when I was 16, I was just like, I want to be a drummer, and I got into like marching percussion and all that kind of stuff, and that led to like playing in like jazz bands, then progressive rock bands. And then from there, I started playing in like metal bands and thrash bands and stuff like that when I was
Hmm.
in like late teens,
Yeah.
early 20s.
Do you like death metal? Death metal, and all that stuff. It's
Sometimes,
all, I
yeah,
mean, pretty much most all of it's, I mean, I am a fan. So what would you say?
yeah. Like, sometimes I'll get in like metal modes where I'm like I'll listen to
Yeah, I
nothing but
get metal
metal
most of the time. I
stuff.
have my metal mix. Yeah, definitely. That has like 2000 freaking metal tracks on it. That, I mean, I'm still always adding new people that I have on my show and stuff, and at times. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the early stuff, the early thrash and all that. It was fun, It was,
Yeah, fun
getting
too.
fast and just crazy, and just is dark and it's like fun. I have no idea what the hell you're saying, but sure. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I like it. Carry on. It's badass, but I can't do it. Respect to those that can.
but then later in life, like playing drums and all that stuff like that, and I decided I wanted to start like being able to write my own music, and in order to do that, I had to learn other instruments to understand what they do and how they play a part.
Exactly.
So then I learned guitar and bass. Trying to sing, I make no call on being a great singer. I know I'm absolute shit at singing, so I just kind of get by at it. So I try
Well,
really hard to do
look at a lot of the greats, man. I mean, most things are I just talked about the last artist, acquired. A lot of the early bands that we like are mostly acquired taste type bands. Not everybody likes Morrissey. Not everybody likes Robert Smith. Not everybody likes Ian Curtis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, or Andrew Eldridge, and all this stuff. I mean, it's the underground music. That's what's so beautiful about the underground music. Is it's the experimental goes beyond. I mean, you can even make experimental music experimental. Beyond. I mean, there's no limit with it. The world is your oyster. You know what I mean? You can continue doing this type of music beyond what you're even doing right now for this last time.
I would stop that tragedy. So much rejection, no tranquility, so much corruption in the culture of deception, ravaged my sanity. Dark deception, ruined my innocence. There are no chances in this real life mess. I must move on and carry on. Never look back. Rejection, no tranquility, so much corruption in the culture of my sanity. Dark deception, ruined my innocence. Dark deception, ravaged my sanity. Dark deception, ruined my innocence.
Album, which brings me to the next point. Do you have a new album in the works?
Well, Forbidden Gateway was just released in October, so and I'm
it was just
working
October.
on putting a show together. So I'm gonna try to tour that pretty soon and get that on stage. It's a little hard because I'm doing everything by myself right now, so it's taking a little bit of time to get things together. But
Okay, so you do have shows coming up this year?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Like 20 and 26, I'm definitely going to be playing shows. So
okay.
hopefully,
All right.
I'll start touring it and get it out there.
Yeah, of course.
I have an EP that I'm working on. It's going to be basically some of the songs that didn't make it on this album. I'll have one cover and probably a remix. So it'll be like a 4-song like EP that I'll be
Okay,
putting out probably in like 6 or 7 months or so.
cool, awesome. So do you have other people that you could invite to play with you on stage?
I'm gonna go out by myself right now because
Okay.
it just gets a little hard. And I'm in a particular area where I'm not really, there's not too many people like me in the area I'm living in right now. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go out by
Uh,
myself and just
you're in one of
kind
those areas. I'm in one of those areas too. I'm the
of,
only punk slash goth in this town. Yeah, definitely. Oh
yeah, it's
yeah,
just, and plus like a lot of other musicians and stuff there in my
feel
area just
like
don't
it.
quite, they just don't gel with me. They don't understand where I'm coming from, and that's cool. That's the way it
That's
is.
all right.
So I'm gonna go
You
out
know,
on my
it is
own.
a tough scene. You know, I mean, for those, I mean, that don't understand it. Yeah, I mean, just, I mean, I understand it because I lived it. You know, I mean, and I still believe in it. You know, I mean, I write different genres. Yeah, I write some punk and I write some goth rock. I got a project that I'm working on. Hopefully, this I want to so bad. I have like 3 albums like ready for this one project, Rising Underground, that I'm working on. Yeah, but yeah, I had to condition my finger again because I had surgery 3 years ago. I deboned my finger.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I mean, I had to take some time off, and so I focused on the show, which is doing great. 266 videos so far, interviews. You know, I mean, not too bad. I have 666 subscribers.
But yeah,
That's awesome. Good.
yeah,
That's good. On my YouTube, that is. So that's awesome. That's good. I'm glad that it's getting around. The word is because supporting us, but just to be there for each other, man. I mean, just because you don't understand something quite well doesn't make it weird or not appropriate. Because there's always a time and place for things, yes, but there's a time and place for goth rock as well. People, it makes me so mad when I used to listen to The Cure. I used to listen to that. I'm like, well, why did you fucking stop?
yeah,
You know, I never stop. I listen to The Cure, New Order, Depeche Mode, all that every day. Literally. I mean, and I listen to my punk as well. I mean, I listened to Social D yesterday, and plus a bunch of other stuff. You know, I mean, there's a time and place for it all. You know, I mean, it just, and I don't want it to die. You know what I mean?
yes, yep,
I want to do
exactly.
my part, just like you're doing your part, and you want to get on stage and do your part. Are you a little nervous about getting on the stage at all?
Yeah, a pinch because I've taken some time away from the stage. I think the last performance I did was 2016. So I'm like a little rusty. So it's gonna take a little while to get my stage presence back in shape, I guess. And
I
since
understand.
I'm
Yeah.
going out on my own, so it's gonna be a little nerve-wracking, but it's my music. It's
Uh,
my way, basically. So
exactly.
I'm looking forward to it, and
Of course.
I really can't wait to like get some dates lined up and just go and start doing it. I got everything lined up, like my lighting rig and all that kind of stuff, and
Oh, good for
so,
you. That's
so
awesome. That's important, actually.
yeah,
That's damn important because,
got to put
yeah,
on a show.
you got to put on a show. Definitely. That's what it's all about. I mean, it's about expressing, your inner rage, your inner side, that your inner depression, your inner darkness, your inner vibe, man. Whatever it is, whether it be even love or hate, or darkness or happiness. I mean, you can even bring a little happiness in the dark world. You know, I mean, have a positive vibe for endings. It doesn't all have to be tragedy, and which is good. This world is ever expanding, but the goth realm, and dark wave and even the dark club, that club, dark club, I mean, the clubbish type of of alternative rock, that anyways, you know what I mean. There's always a time and place for it, but this is where you connect with the most. Is this you 100% simulated beings? And what does that mean to you, the word simulated beings? What does the title stand to you?
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
It's all
All right,
right. I got a
simulated
shovel.
beings.
I got a shovel, buddy. Dish it
All
out.
right. All right, simulated beings is basically the name itself is kind of like everybody's kind of living off their phones and stuff like that, and social media is telling them what to like and dislike and go with, and like everyone's just got their nose buried in their phones all the time. And I started thinking about the whole simulation theory and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like no one's really living anymore. They're just so focused on their phones. They go to concerts and they're watching a concert through the screen of their phone because they're filming it instead of actually watching the damn concert. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. So these are all just simulated beings, like, because no one's living.
Yeah.
More to it is I have a strong connection to a lot of like Celtic mythology.
Okay.
So I started thinking, what if the Fae decide to really want to manipulate humans, especially on Sealy, and they found a way of like getting involved with the AI boom and all that stuff like that and started
Yeah.
manipulating people because most computers are made from like elemental parts, so they can
Yeah.
bind with them. So I was like, all right, yeah. So it's basically the phase just messing with humankind and like turning them into drones. Basically, they're just
Wow.
mindless,
Yeah.
and that's why you see a lot of my imagery. Like I have a lot of technology and imagery, but there's also a lot of like forestry and stuff in the background. So
Hmm.
that's relating to the Fae. That's what that's
That's
all about.
awesome. Ah,
No
cool.
portal out there, but that's where I was approaching this project. And like,
That's
if you pay
awesome.
attention to some of my songs, I do talk about the Fae. I have in Forbidden Gateway, I'm talking about the Morrigan,
Yeah.
and in some
Okay.
of the songs, I talk about like the fairy realm and stuff like that. And so
Awesome. See, that's good. That's it's very artistic. That's what's so cool about it. I mean, the arts are amazing. They're ever expanding. Like I said, I like that phrase, ever expanding. I don't know why I like it. Anyways, but that is very artistic, very creative way of looking at it. Because it's nice to have a basis, something to that you stand firmly about, anyways. And then being able to express it. I mean, it's already like I said to the last person that sometimes it's hard to get off your chest um, through instrument. I mean, finding the right instrument to reach that element of emotion. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like, because the drums are a different vibe than necessarily guitar, acoustic guitar, or piano or synth. It's different. They're all different. I mean, like they reach me differently, at least. They speak to me differently, each one of them. So, yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. I just know that was a good
Yeah, I
point, though.
understand what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's like each instrument basically connects for different emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's awesome. I love creating music, and I think you do too. I think you just love creating music, don't you? You just
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. I understand what I do is never going to be popular. And I know I'm always going to be kind of the if you know, you know kind of artist. But
yeah,
I'm just, I don't have any illusions of grandeur. I'm not chasing like rock stardom or anything like that. Like, I'm just happy to be writing and hopefully playing a lot of shows and stuff like that. I'm just happy to do what I do.
yeah.
So,
What you love,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's
You
pretty
like
much what
to leave your mark in the scene that you grew up loving, right?
yeah. Yeah.
I
That's
do.
pretty much
I
it.
know exactly what you mean. That's the same way I feel with my project as well. I that's why I relate with you a lot. I'm the same way. I'm a solo artist and trying to write a little bit of goth rock and death rock. I call it. I'm trying to go more death rockish, vibe that I guess Christian death type style type stuff. I grew up really loving Spiritual Cramp and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like when that song still comes on, I get chills, and Romeo's Distress and all that. I mean, that was just that connected with those. Like, anyways, and so I totally understand the vibe you're going through, what you're going through, and that's why I appreciate having you here to speak that because the struggle is real, especially with solo artists that are just trying to make it and trying to get people to understand. Look, I understand the same way with this, and I'm right there with you, and I think that your music speaks pretty well, and I really hope that it gets the recognition that it deserves.
Thank you.
I do believe in it. I
It's a
do
passion
believe in it.
of ours.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. I'm grateful for the time that we have been friends, and hopefully we talk more. As I'm only a click away. Anyway, so you can always find me on Facebook and Instagram for my show, and so we can find Simulated Beings on Facebook and on Instagram. They can reach you for merchandise and all that good stuff.
And I
Yeah.
also have simulatedbeings.com too.
Simulatedbeings.com.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good
So
stuff.
and then of
Now,
course
do you have a
can find me
YouTube
on YouTube.
as well?
Yeah. Yep. I'm pretty
Do you
much
have
everywhere.
videos that you have put out?
Oh yeah. Yep. There's lots of videos up. I just have a
Okay.
video for Dreaming Up Monsters that I just released 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Ah,
That
pretty cool, man. I'm gonna
in
have to check that
October. I
out.
don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't know
there's
why I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure I'll be your friend on. Anyways, I gotta catch up with stuff. It's like that's the thing. Yeah, I grow all these nice relationships and friendships with people, and then it's like years pass, and then it's like don't talk, like it's like damn it, man. I get to miss a lot of people. There's a lot of people I haven't talked to in a long time because I end up getting smothered with so many bands that it's like I grow all these new relationships and friendships with everybody, each week, and it's like, which is awesome. And I love it. That's what it's all about, world unity, and it's, but I do miss our time that we chatted together before. So it's nice to see you in person, to finally have a chance to talk with you and hear your story. It means a lot.
yes, I do exist. There are some people
Yes,
that
you
actually
do.
think I'm AI.
That's
They
right.
don't think I'm actually real. But it's like, no.
Okay, I got to ask you. You love playing drums. Is it easy to play in spandex leather, patent leather pants?
It's easy to play. What's hard to play in is a corset. That's where it gets
Okay.
difficult.
Okay.
Like,
I can see that.
yeah, that's when it gets a little difficult, especially drumming and singing at the same time. It gets a little taxing in a corset. So
So if you did do live, what would you do? Would you have the background, like the drums, synth, and bass, work in the background, like maybe even acoustic guitar and stuff, and whatever you do in the background, and then play that and play guitar and vocals live to that? Is that kind of
no,
your
I'll be
idea?
playing my drums. I'll be playing my drums.
You'll be
I can
doing your
control.
drums. You're gonna do
Yeah,
a Phil Collins.
absolutely. Yeah, like
Yeah.
with my playback rig and everything like that, I can control everything that's going to happen on the show, and I can trigger certain parts and stuff. And I'm
Okay.
going to be pretty busy.
I did like your videos of you playing the drums. They were pretty damn cool. You're very talented.
Thank you.
You are very gifted. I love playing drums. I learned on Tama thanks to my buddy Tim. I love the guy. He's a good guy. And just to let you know, we have like 5 minutes left. And so start thinking about final thoughts. is he taught me how to play drums. I taught him how to play guitar, and his mom taught me how to play piano. And I already learned how to play bass, so I was like, start writing my own shit, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be versatile, to be able to learn all these different instruments. Like I said, because they all speak differently. You know, when I sit at a piano, I feel so different than I do when I'm about ready to play some AC/DC, you know, and jam out to them. You know what I mean? Or this or that, or you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's
the,
it's a different
the trick to
vibe,
lear-
you know. Huh?
the trick to learning like all the different instruments, if you want to become a
Yeah.
instrumentalist, it's patience. It's just going to take as long as it's going to take. You can't tax yourself, be like, oh, I need to learn this by this time. Like, you just have to let it be. And like, I spent several years learning guitar before I was like ready to actually start playing guitar. And same with like bass. So
Yeah,
it's just
drums are
patience.
my demon right now because I don't have, well, like I'm alone here. I feel like there's no one that understands. Anyways, but so it's hard for me to get the drums programmed and done so that I can get the projects finished. That's where I'm struggling. Because I could do the bass, I could do the guitar, I could do everything, get it all done. I could do it all probably in one take. Ready, let's do it, but the drums are where I struggle. I don't have a drum kit yet. So I mean I
What you
use
could do is you can
I
send me
use
the tracks and I can give you a drum track to drop in.
yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
could do that for you.
I could do that. They'll put a little bit of fire under my butt and give you
Yeah,
some
just send
extra
me a track
recognition,
and
I
like
guess.
I can give them to you mixed, and that way you can just drop
Some
them
good
in and
goth
go.
rock too, man. There's some like that uh Alice, Sister Mercy Alice type stuff. Anyways, yeah. Enough said. Um, but with a lot of positive lyrics. I believe in positive lyrics. I believe in being positive. There's enough negative crap in this world. But sometimes you do have to swim through the darkness to get to the light, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because life is like that. It's not a bunch of chocolates, like they say. Life is chock full of chocolates. No, it's not. It's like razor blades. You know, open razor blades, and you have to dig your hand through it. You know, yeah, that's what it's like. Life is sometimes very painful, but yet very rewarding if you find that light. Don't you agree? Any
Yep.
final thoughts? You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's really just like as far as like writing music and stuff like that, and for other artists, I just believe you have to be true to yourself and don't play to the gallery. Don't keep regurgitating what everybody else is doing and stuff like that, and just find your own voice. And it's difficult. It's a really
True.
rough road, but just find your own voice. Do what you do, not what that other person's doing. They have that. They're doing it well. Find your own thing. That's
That's right.
pretty much where I come from, like how I approach what I do.
Well,
It's my
I
own
love what
voice,
you
it's
do.
my own thing. So
I love
thank you.
what you do, but I do. I appreciate it. I do. Keep being you. And when you get your album ready, new one, an EP, whatever, hit me up. We'll get you a little promo going.
Absolutely. I'll send you
All
some
right.
merch.
You can
Some new
talk
stuff.
about your album, every track, and in detail, and express your heart. Do whatever you want, your rage, you hate, whatever road you're going down during that album. So my home is your home.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. More rock, less cock. Here on the Rooster Show, we had Simulated Beings. We have Michael. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You be well. I'll talk to you again
Yeah.
soon. You better contact me. You take care of yourself. All
You
right.
too.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
Friday.